choice for news. Cleveland's own Fox 8 News starts now.
A meeting of the Cuyahoga Falls Board of Education ended abruptly on Wednesday after a group of parents refused to put on their masks. It's our top story. Welcome to Fox 8 News at 5 o'clock. I'm Gabe Spiegel.
And I'm Tracy McCool. It led to a very tense exchange between some of the parents and board members. And Fox 8 News reporter Jack Shea joins us live with much more on this story today. Jack?
Gabe and Tracy, police were called to the school, but the parents still refused to put on face covers. And that's when the meeting came to an end.
I'd like to call to order this September 15th, 2021, regular meeting of the Board of Education.
Police are called to Cuyahoga Falls High School on Wednesday after a group of parents attending a Board of Education meeting refused to wear face covers, as mandated by the school district. Parents were at the meeting to protest how their children are being treated for opposing the mask mandate.
May I please ask you to escort these folks from the building?
I mean, we're trying to. Yeah. Our goal here is to not have this turn into an arrestable offense. That's our goal.
Ours as well. We have board business to conduct, however.
The parents told officers that they would not wear face covers. A short time later, the school board decided to end the meeting, which prompted one parent to call the school board members bullies and cowards.
Okay, we're back in session and off our recess, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
These bullies are cowards and run. Bullies are always cowards.
The parents then left the high school and no one was arrested.
Essentially make it as peaceful as possible. Last night, I think it was a surprise. We didn't anticipate it. We didn't know it was coming. And so we felt that it was best to take the high road last night.
Cuyahoga Falls police say visitors to school buildings are obligated to follow rules set by the Board of Education. And if they refuse to comply and refuse to leave, they can technically be charged with trespassing.
I think if they wanted to get their point across for their kids, they should have put the mask on to go in there and say what they had to say.
Cuyahoga Falls parent Michael Cole says he supports the parents who attended the meeting. He says they were trying to call attention to the friction between those students who support wearing a mask and those who do not.
They need to take care of making sure the students are still safe, that they can still get their opinions out there. Even though they're following all the rules, they should still be able to say what they have to say without fearing for their personal safety or their belongings.
The superintendent of the school district says he met with police on Thursday and says steps will be taken to make sure that future board meetings are not interrupted.
If the mask mandate is in place, then we expect people to adhere to the policies and procedures.
I think that they're hiding behind their masks, and I think that's their way of just getting out of the whole debate about it.
And the next board meeting will be in October, and we are told police will be on standby. Gabe and Tracy, one of the parents told us today, they are just standing up for their kids and trying to make sure that they are not bullied at school.
Understand that, but since they were not following the rules, they couldn't even have their side of the story heard.
Ultimately, that's exactly what happened, Gabe.
Thank you, Jack.
Sure.
When the COVID vaccine was scarce, they helped thousands get the shot. Now a vaccine queen is beginning a new mission. Stacey Benny of Medina helped start an online petition in support of Medina City Schools' mask mandate. The district reports more than 50 active student cases and nearly 600 total students quarantines this school year. Some individual school buildings have a temporary mask rule in place based on the number of cases there. Benny, along with a co-petitioner, says the requirement should be district-wide.
It does worry me. It worries me that this is what we're fighting against right now. This is an inconvenience. This is not taking away someone's freedom.
The loudest voices aren't necessarily the right voices. So by starting the petition, it was a way to find a common voice of people that felt the same way and to be able to express that in a very safe way.
So far, more than 900 people signed the online petition. Benny says that she plans to present it during the school board meeting next week.
Tens of thousands of job openings across Ohio remain unfilled, with local restaurants and other businesses still struggling to fill those positions. The Ohio Department of Job and Family Services tells Fox 8 News that the number of people working or actively looking for work is rising while unemployment claims are dropping. Still, restaurants across Northeast Ohio continue to struggle to find good help. Tony's Family Restaurant in Parma has been packed since COVID restrictions were lifted, but as of this evening will not be serving dinner because of the difficulty finding help. COVID-related unemployment benefits ended on September 4th. Aisha Otis of Cleveland is among those who are unemployed and says she would rather work than collect unemployment.
If you don't need to collect it, don't. I mean, if you could get up and go to work every day, get up and go to work. I did for the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
The Department of Jobs and Family Services says of the 200,000 available jobs across the state, more than half pay $50,000 a year or more.
Extra police were on hand at Strongsville High School today amid rumors about a potential threat. Police say there's no credibility to the rumors that come amid a series of incidents at the school in recent days. So we sent Fox 8's Matt Wright to find out what's going on. He is live with what he's learned. Matt?
So Tracy, several things happening here at the school in the last week, a lot of them related to social media. First, vandalism related to a TikTok challenge, and then rumors swirling about a possible threat to the school. While Strongsville Police and Strongsville High School say the rumors are not substantiated about that threat, that no threat has actually been made, still police did increase their presence here, and the school had staff monitoring hallways and entrances just as a precaution. Separately, the school has dealt with a fight, accidental pepper spray discharge, and bathroom vandalism this week. And it says it's disciplined students for all of that. The school says the vandalism stems from the Devious Licks challenge on TikTok we've told you about, impacting many area schools. Students are stealing items and hardware from schools, then posting the video on TikTok. Strongsville says it has disciplined 5 freshmen for the damage in several bathrooms here, with the principal noting social media creates a big challenge, particularly those rumors about a threat.
All of what's out there is basically unsubstantiated, has no background. We can't even find any threats. What's happening is fear is feeding along with social media into kind of these rumors and gossip that are going around the building that simply aren't true.
Now, the school says at this point no students have been criminally cited for any of those TikTok vandalism incidents. However, the students' families are being asked to pay for the damages, which total in the thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
Tracy?
I'm sure those students are probably in even more trouble with their parents at home, but certainly police and staff will be keeping a close watch there at Strongsville. Matt, thank you.
Fox 8 team has learned Hopkins Airport is now looking into new security measures after an attack on a woman in a parking lot, and a sex offender was arrested. I-Team reporter Ed Gallick live with the very latest. Ed?
Well, the I-Team has found the sex offender arrested has another sex case pending against him, now this kidnapping case, and the airport looking into ways to improve security. We revealed this week a woman found herself choked in a parking lot outside the terminal at Hopkins Airport. She got away and police arrested Rickwan Bennett, convicted sex offender, wearing an ankle bracelet so law enforcement could monitor him. Now, Hopkins Airport has asked police to give parking lots more attention, and the airport is talking about long-term ways to improve the safety. The victim counting on it. She works at the airport.
Is there somebody who patrols at those types of things, and if not, I believe it's necessary. Never did I think that he was going to follow me to my car and do what he did.
The suspect now locked up, held on a $500,000 bond. We learned today again he also faces new sex charges in another case.
Telethon,
Telethon,